Hi, it's math time with Mrs. Depperschmidt. Today I'm going to do another problem-solving example to help you understand what you can do with averages. This also brings into play the understanding of how fractions work in equal parts. This is a situation where two young men are collecting sports cards, trading cards. It could be baseball cards, football cards, but we'll just call them sports cards today in a general sense. We have Samuel and Kenneth are the two boys, and they are collecting trading cards. The problem states that their average is 248. That means that if the total amount were divided exactly equally, each boy would have that amount. And the situation asks us to calculate how many cards does Samuel have and how many for Kenneth. In order to do that, we're going to start with the average that we already know. And I said that understanding equal parts is important here. Average means if things were divided exactly evenly, that amount would be the same for each person in this situation. So we know that some number, represented here by the empty space, when divided by 2, gives us a quotient of 248. And you might think about that in a way of that, each boy has the same amount. If we have 248 and 248, that will tell us how many cards are all together. So we're starting out this way to know that if you count everybody's cards, there is a total of not 248, 248 for one boy, and 248 for the other boy. 248 multiplied by 2. That's the total amount of cards, which gives us 496 cards when we have done the multiplication. Now the problem also tells us that the cards are not, in fact, equally shared. It shows that Kenneth only has a few and Samuel has quite a few more. It's stated this way: Samuel has 3 times as many cards as Kenneth. I've represented that with our bar model, where Kenneth's amount of cards is 1 bar and Samuel's amount is 3 bars of equal size, the same as Kenneth's 1 bar. This is not drawn perfectly, but in bar modeling it's understood that once you establish what the bar is, each bar represented is exactly the same as that bar. Now we know that all of these bars together give a total of 496 cards. We can see that there are 4 bars. We're going to divide 496 equally into 4 parts, and that will give us the solution to this story. Here's the division problem. 496 divided by 4 when it's done correctly. And feel free to check my work. If any of us makes a mistake, it's good to have many eyes looking at this. That will show us that Kenneth, because we remember that Kenneth is the one who had only 1 bar of cards, his number is 124. And from looking at the picture we've drawn, we know that Samuel has 3 times that amount. It's quite simple to understand the times part. We know that's multiplication. So 3 times 124, or 124 multiplied by 3, gives us the result for Samuel's cards, and that is 372. Now returning to the original question posed by the problem, it says, how many cards does each boy have? And now that we have done the calculations, we can see that Kenneth, make sure I'm correct, has 124 cards, and Samuel has 372. So the final solution, along with the bar model and all the calculations, would look like this. Samuel has 124 cards, and Kenneth has 372. I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you at school, and remember to please be kind.